Oh, hello, readers. I'm CJ Bernstein, and this is the week of January 8th. I'm up in the country. I wanted to record the video blog today on Sunday to get it to you on Monday because my Monday's pretty packed. Three quick things I wanted to talk about. Patreon, me, and a challenge for you mountaineers. So I had been thinking about a way to onboard new mountaineers quickly because there's a lot of story to catch up on because in just these 5 months, a lot of stuff has happened, and you guys have done a lot. You've accomplished a lot, solved puzzles, met characters, blah, 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 all that stuff. And it's hard for new people who may be interested to get involved and join the team because there's so much stuff to do to catch up on. It's like, hey, read these 3 books before you read the 4th book that you want to read. So I've been thinking about ways to do that, to bring people into this quickly and efficiently. And I have been thinking about doing sort of 60 to 90 second videos where we describe what happened at each fragment. So fragment 1 and the story and character stuff that happened during that fragment in like a minute and a half. And I think that's a good idea. I think video is a great way to do it because there's so much reading already, it being a book and all, that it might be good to just do a video where people could click, you're caught up. Of course, some of the deeper stuff won't be there, but all the basics would be. And I think it's a good idea. The problem is that I do not have time to do that. And coincidentally, fortuitously, on the forum, you guys were talking about how you could create wiki topics so that at the top of any fragment topic, there would be a summary of what's been going on so that new players could catch up. Current players who have been sort of out of the fold for a while could come back and pop back in and know everything. And so I got the idea of maybe combining our efforts so that I could challenge you in the campfire category to create summaries that would be 60 to 90 seconds long when read. And we'll figure out like general word count, what that would be. So you guys will create them, work together. You can edit them or you can assign each fragment to different people, however you want to do it. And then I will take those, I'll narrate them, and then we'll find either an artist in the Mountaineers or outside the Mountaineers if I need to. I would much rather go to you guys and have them draw something relevant to that. I'm going to show you how to draw circles. Draw something relevant to that fragment, film it, and we'll do a kind of time lapse while I narrate it so that it's visually interesting without me having to put together a video package and here's Deirdre. She's come to New York City. And I think that would be the better way to do it. So I challenge you. I'm going to create some topics in the campfire category, and I'll let Itsuki run it once I've set it up. And get you guys started. If you think this is a good idea. If you have other ideas, please let me know. Comment, email, all that stuff. So I think it's a good idea, and I'm excited. It's one more way. I think all the best things in this campaign are whenever you and I get to team up and work together like that. So I think it's a good idea. I'm going to start it tomorrow. So check that out on the campfire topic. And we'll start with fragment 1, go through fragment, we just finished 6. And then hopefully if we could get all of those done by the end of January, I will record them on the break after phase 2. And then when phase 3 starts, we can have new players watch those, have caught up on the past 6 months, and get to play with you. So I think that's a good idea. So what else do I want to talk about today? Oh, Patreon. 1 weekend, and we have almost $600 contribution a month to this campaign. That's incredible. The billing is going to start on February 1st, And that is when all of the rewards start happening. The new storylines, the merchandise, the letters, all of that stuff. I'm really excited. And don't forget that even if you're not contributing, which is totally fine, if you're not contributing, still go to Patreon, because I'm posting things that are available, some things available just for patrons, but some things available to everybody. And I'm kind of enjoying that blogging experience over there and leaving my blog for the video stuff. I don't know why. I just am spicing it up. So check that out. Please go there. And if you can't contribute for whatever reason, check out the FAQs on the Patreon page, because I've created a way for people who aren't contributing to still be involved and still possibly get the rewards every month. You mail me at Ackerley Green. I'm sorry, I have a cold and my throat hurts. Hold on, I'm sipping tea. I have created a way for you to get stuff. And how you get stuff if you're not contributing is mail Ackerley Green Publishing a piece of art, a postcard, a skeleton key, some weird little object that I can put in my office. I have this wall that's pretty blank, and it's got little like strings that I can hang things on. And I want to fill that up and be inspired by you, my friends and players. So if you want to do that, there's information on the Patreon page, so also go there for that. But my question is, I want thoughts from you on Patreon. What you think after the first week. You've now been able to check out the reward tiers. You've been able to see how much you have to contribute to get something in return. The sun is very bright. I want to know, do you think that all looks good and you just can't do that right now? Totally cool. If there is something like, hey, I wish this thing was on this lower tier and you could move this to this, let me know. I want to know everything. This is seriously for you guys, not for me. I want to find the best way to get you guys more immersed and contributing so that you get super cool stuff back. Just from last week, I am developing some puzzles in phase 3 that I would not have been able to do without your help. So it's super exciting and I can't talk about it. And that's what's frustrating about all of this. But yeah, so it's already had a huge effect on planning for the rest of the Monarch Papers. So if there's an issue with it and something you don't like, something you want changed, it's all for you. So please let me know and I'll do what I can to address it. Okay? Do that. Finally, me. Let's talk about me for a second. And specifically about oversaturation of me. Originally when, you see I'm in shorts. Originally when the Monarch Papers started, I was not going to be available at all. Because there's an in-world me, does that make sense? There's an in-world me. My kids found the magic guide. Because of that, I thought, well, me, author, will take a step back so that I'm not breaking that fourth wall. I mean, we all know that this isn't real. But I didn't want to hinder the immersion of the experience, especially early on. Oh, well, no, he didn't find it. He's this guy on Twitter. So I tried to take a step back, but I heard from a bunch of you guys that you had questions and you wanted to interact. And so that's one of the reasons I created this vlog, so that we can see each other and talk to each other and interact. And in the coming months, especially with Patreon, we're going to be doing things like Google Hangouts and one-on-one talks. And so I've become much more available to you, which I'm happy to be, because I think this is fun. And because we're doing such an interactive thing, it only gets better the more we interact in and outside of the game. But I want to be sure that you guys aren't feeling like I'm a little too available and too saturated, like with the vlogs. Should it be every other week? Is this too much? I mean, I know you can ignore it all, totally, but I want to be sure that I'm giving you what you want so that you have the best experience possible. So let me know about that too. I just started reading a book and it's so good, and I'm going to talk about it on my Instagram this week. Go over there. I'm not going to put anything there. Go to Instagram and this week, or follow me on Instagram. I'm doing such cool stuff on Instagram, so follow me there. I have never asked for a social follow, but I think I'm doing cool stuff there. And sometimes you guys haven't realized there are clues in my Instagram feed. Yeah, so check that out. The book is called The Wind and the Wild, not to be confused with The Wolf in the Wild. It's a complete coincidence. I'm double checking it. Here's the thing about me. I love books. I will forget the title of books, the author of the book, um, much of the plot of the book, like I just have, because the book is called The Water and the Wild by K.E. Ormsby. Um, it's so good so far. It is whimsical without being precocious. It's sweet without being precious. It's all the kind of stuff I love about sort of middle grade fantasy. And I really think you should check it out. And I'm going to talk about it on Instagram and hopefully drive my handful of followers to her because I think she's a fantastic writer and want to know more about her and read more of her stuff. So check out The Water and the Wild. Does anybody else do that where they cannot remember the name of a book or an author? Or I've bought books multiple times because I forgot that I read it. I don't know why. I don't know why that is. Anyway, that's it for today. You guys are fantastic, and I can't believe what we've done in 1 week on Patreon. Like I said, please check it out. Even if you're not contributing, there's stuff on there for you to see. Yeah, I hope you have a wonderful week. Fragment 7 has started. You guys are doing well. Good luck with that. And I'll see you around.